What up, guys? So let's actually do this example as well and see how you were supposed to answer this exam problem. So let's just get down to it. So they say that in the diagram, O is the center of the circle. That's nice. So if we're having O as the center of the circle, we immediately realize that OR, OR and OT, do you see it? So OR and OT, they are going to be the same, or they are going to be equal. Why? Because they are radiuses, right? Because that's a radius. That's good to know. And we are being told that CR is 40 centimeters. So CR, this line, is actually 40 centimeters. So we know we're gonna say, okay, it is the same as 20 centimeter here and 20 centimeters there, right? So 20 plus 20 is just going to give us a value of 40. That's very awesome. And we are being told that that is perpendicular, which means like this is a 90 degree. It is also given that UT equals to X. Now, which one is UT, guys? So this is UT, right? So we are being told that UT equals to X and OU equals to 2X. So OU, this is OU basically. So OU actually equals to 2X. So what do we realize? We realize that this entire side of OT, do you see it? So OT is basically 2X plus X. I mean, like this side of, of OT, you are just adding what? 2X plus X. And that 2X plus X is just going to give you 3X. So same as OR here. So even there, OR is the same as 3X as well. And the reason for that is because, these two sides, they are the same or they are equal because they are both radius. Now let's just look at the first question. The first question says that we need to calculate the length of OR in terms of X. We need to calculate the length of OR in terms of X. So how can we calculate the length of OR in terms of X? Again, we're just going to use the theorem of Pythagoras, right? We're just going to say that R squared equals to X squared plus Y squared. So, R squared there, it's basically OR. I'm just going to square it, equals to. So X squared is just going to be 20 squared, like these 20 squared. And then the value of Y is basically just going to be 2X, and then you just square it. So this is the 2X that we're talking about. So I'm just going to have OR squared actually equals to, what is 20 squared? So 20 squared is just going to be 400. And then plus, that's just going to be 4X squared. So we have to, put this thing on both sides. So OR is basically just going to be the square root of 400 plus 4X squared. So this is writing OR in terms of X. When they say that you need to find OR in terms of X, it means that the answer that you give, it must have X in it, right? So let's just look at number 2. So number 2, they say we need to calculate the value of X and we need to leave it in, in surds. So that's good. So we're just going to take this triangle again. We're just going to say, okay, what is OR, right? We know that OR is just going to be 3X. So I'm just going to write it as 3X. And then the rest is the same. It's going to be the square root of 400 plus 4X squared. So let's just square both sides for God's sake. So if we square both sides, we're just going to have 9X squared actually equals to 400 plus 4X squared. Now, if I take this to the other side, I'm just going to have 9 minus 4. That's just like 5X squared, right? And this actually equals to 400. So if I divide both sides by a 5, I end up having X squared that actually equals to, so I'm just going to say 400 divided by a 5 is actually an 80. That's awesome. So I'm just gonna put the square root on both sides. So what is the square root of 80? It's actually 4 the root of 5, and this was measured in what? In centimeters. So let's just look at what the question said. They said we need to leave our answer in simple surd form. So this is simple surd form, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's awesome.